A tortoise taught us. What has the weight of water got to do with willing a shilling to shine without the willpower of polishing? It's justly a promise, perhaps partnered with a retarded time card reaching high as hard yards, but handled enough a penny proves effective as the placebo goes to show the story is the tortoise knows it's no race or rush to gain first place. And ain't he quite quaint and dandy? It takes the cake really as he holds the ace with his handling of that hare's harumphing, huffing and puffing, sooking and soaking in the wallowing, hopping off to hide in a hole, hoping the moping improves his mood, madness, and maybe his mates might forget his gloating over one and all, telling such tall tales of him never falling or failing as his life is nothing but smooth sailing. How silly he now feels, ill-equipped to deal with his loss. His cross burns brighter inside him until it devours him whole, never to dig himself out of that one lost life tossed him for a lesson on how to lose good, and that it's proven to be the place when a winner is born true. For lording it over others gets real boring and basically makes you the disaster, alone in the dark, maybe making a mark, but it's more stinking shit skid than twinkling hit kid. The lesson is to look at the tortoise as the daughters taught us, a slow and steady state of affairs. Offensive purpose proves a prowess of a premise of the promise of pushing you past the pissing for a point, or to suppose on for a spot in the light to pose with a posse of those who hold hoses, so it shows I'm superior, tipping their nose up to fill their cup with others' supper. So far removed from the world view of a woman, they've ceased to think of her as a human. Ho hum, a ho hey. Oh man, you have indeed ceased to exist. An existential crisis you have reached. With no more hay to hoe, what have you got to show? Your waters have dried to shallow long ago, and gone is the hallowed ground you came in on, with the crown you so spitefully flashed around, with your I'm mighty and mean, fear me, do you hear me, lashing the crowd, clashing with your clans, casting the mountain further than fasting out others to failure. What ails you, for fuck's sake? Why all the hate? What a disaster when the father farms out his daughters for slaughter, or sees her beneath being taught naught but to clean his filthy feet, like bangles to dangle but just don't jangle. That's a good girl. Style derogative as to a dog it's given, similar to the rights of. She's been seen as a whole to own. If she holds out, she's cold. If bold, it's told she sold it. Soiled goods going cheap to reap, as free pickings to pluck as the just reward for the fact your penis can do it. You choose to abuse it as your right to defile it, and deny dignity to those, simply put, a slighter build. But that's just physical, muscle and size. It's hysterically ironic. They see themselves as powerful, for true strength is wielded by what is shielded in the sternum, not a strong arm, hard dick, or manipulative tactics to trick. A wise and true man chooses to use his strength to build, support, and strengthen his kind, his kindred, his kind red kin, especially kids. It's that which makes a man great. A true blue-red king of hearts holds all the aces for those in his spaces, and quite frankly, he's the saviour of this race. And it's that fact, as we take you back to that cocky hare turning tail to run from these failings, in that holy jail cells ailing, wailing in their soiling stink, it's sinking in, they're becoming extinct, for their instinct is to inflict their toxic shit, whether with dicks or tits. It's the dirty tactics of the disingenuous that's disastrous as a noxious gas is ghastly. Those slimy ghosts have got to go. Any asses or classes asserting themselves over others as more is so far below less. I can't stress it enough. We've all had it with that, and that is that. It may have been a painful journey that started as a pleasant play, but if the tortoise taught us anything, it's authentically being you, a good sport, resilient as fuck, and patiently plodding along with trust and guts to follow your own path, taking you to your victory, the honourable, noble, no bullshit, spitting chips, cheating, or taking chunks off others. That gunk they stunk us all up with is getting taken out like the junk it truly is. This fable we're enabling to stable the table, time of the wild stallion, minds of a lion's pride, proud cloud clues with the eagle eyes in view of your dragon rider's crew. The blues too have talons, we're telling you, all and sundry. Dry those tears, release your fears. The future's clear as the crystal teachers are here. In the bleachers, believe it, it's the last of the leeches, lecherous, ludicrous, succubus, and those incurable curs causing cancerous angst with their sociopathic, apathetic, so-called society high in mightiness mess. It's now time for the blessing of this lesson. So listen, it's within this time that the sun will glisten. It's gleaming dream, creaming the crop with a rinse rising drop. For those in the gnosis of the power of a microdose, delivered consistently and taken with the intention of relieving tension, clearing confusion, co-creating inner fusion, feeling connected, conduited to super intuitive, online, awake, aware, and ready to dare, dance and deep dive into the high five life for far out. This is what it's all about. Shout it out loud all around. Well, that has been the power of Ra so far. But what we're about to spell out is how you can bet your beautiful bouncy butts it gets better. So get ready for a macro dose, folks. His yoke is about to smoke us out, blow our cover, us all in a yellow glow halo of acidic rain. You know what I'm saying? This bit is about to get trippy, literally. It's the cryptic calling card now handed down to me, was seen to be blocked, now unlocked, like jocks and socks blown off. He's cocked, fully loaded, fire rings and sparks in the dark. Ooh, it's about to start.